Hello, I'm Nate McIntosh, Side of the Story. As y'all can see today, I'm wearing a Magnaflow t-shirt. Hang on, I'll show this to y'all. I got it on the Hot Rod Power Tour. And speaking of Magnaflow and cars, we're talking about weird car names today, like usernames on car sites. And I could go on for a very long time on this subject because there's so many weird names. Like Transampler, for instance. Now this guy, he's a good friend of mine, so hopefully he doesn't get mad about me bringing this up. But that was I saw that name and I was kind of like, your car's your lover? It was like really weird. And then Rusty Rodder. He's a cool guy too. I like him, he's off of college right now. But I saw that and I was like, okay, are you trying to tell us that your hot rod, is rusty? There's just like all these different names, and you never fully understand why someone picks out their username unless you ask them. Like mine's SRT Girl. I chose this simply because my mom has an SRT4. In case y'all are wondering, SRT stands for Street Racing Technology. And that's how I chose mine, was because my mom's car and I really liked it. And my mom has D Girl, which is a name I came up with because nobody likes to say her full name, Delilah. There's just so many different names. Like, let me think of one off the top of my head. Novocaine. Novocaine. Now, that's a good one. Yeah, he's probably not going to be too happy about me mentioning this, but, I can't figure it out. Last time I checked, Novocaine is what the dentist puts in your jaw to numb your teeth. So, I don't know if he's got like a necklace with like shark teeth that say Novocaine on it or something. I don't get it, but I think his last name's got to be Kane or something, and then he has Nova. But, there are just so many names. And they're weird and unique, but they're kind of cool because when you sit here and think about it, it's kind of like a way that the owners of the usernames are describing themselves with one word or two words or three or whatever. And I think that's a good idea. Like, you express yourself through your usernames. And, speaking of car sites, I'm going to tell y'all about a couple of them on. There's hotrod.com, which has a forum, but you got to scroll down, click on the link. There's also Rodder's Corner. I can't remember the whole entire link. You could Google it and probably find it. And then there's moparts.com, which is for Dodge, Mopar, Chrysler people, Jeep, that kind of thing. And, cars are a very important part of our lives when you think about it because we use them so much. But then we never take the time to sit here and study them. Normally we'll just take them to some, quote, grease monkey and have them work on our cars. But we never take the time to work on them ourselves, which is a real waste because if we worked on our own cars, we would be pretty intelligent because I've noticed people who work on cars are pretty smart. But, think about it. If we didn't have cars, if only the people who knew how to work on cars had cars, our life would be hell. Simple fact. But, that's my story for today, and I hope y'all don't think I'm completely and utterly insane for discussing cars. But, this is part one of this, so there'll be another second part. The fifth episode of OMG, or fourth episode, second part, will have more to do with this subject. So we'll discuss it later. Anyways, emails with your questions or comments and any usernames you would like me to discuss in the next part of OMG News. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.